Hi, everybody. Yes, I shaved. Don't be stressed. Okay, it's Thursday. Magus Ancient Magus Bride, Season 2, Episode 9. Conscience makes us cowards of us all. Part 1. This episode was dark. Yeah, it was dark. Um, so we got one question answered in this episode about Lucy Webster. Basically, yeah, Elias gets the total 100% factual truth of what the Webster tragedy was. Now, this episode starts with this guy going into a vehicle that looks kind of like, I guess, a relative of Lucy's. And then we go from there to the college. Chisei is with Lucy, consoling her because she's sleeping. She hasn't woken up in 10 days. And that's basically what's going on. Now, she's, worried. She's concerned. Of course, Elias shows up. And he's like, what's it to be worried? This character. He's like the most craziest thing. Because he's a student himself. But they have small talk here and there. Eventually, what happens, the relative we find out is Lucy's brother. However, when Chisei notices she's breathing heavy, we also see Zoe in this episode, but he's got a small role. He's going to need his physical. Chisei goes to get a towel, put water on it, and put her hand on her forehead. And boom! We get a visual. Lucy in front, literally, a mound of corpses. Blood everywhere. And there's a small child saying, "Why did you kill the spiders? Why did you take the spiders?" Now, this brother shows up eventually, and he goes and consoles her, and Chisei leaves. Now, she does have an outburst and yells at him, her brother. Calls her a loser. Wow. Like I said, this episode was dark and pretty emotional. After doing that, she passes out Lucy. Chisei goes on her way. And bumps into Philomena. Yeah, let's talk about this character now. Now, I find it hilarious. Now, this is just my 2 cents here. Out of all the college students at this college of magic, the 2 people that Chisei is befriending, both, that's right, I'm saying this right now, both of them have huge amount of baggage. Better yet, huge amount of trauma. Let's go that. I mean, I know I did the Gundam review and I had done a video about trauma. But this trauma is pretty thick. With Lucy and Philomena, it's like, you can't pick them any crazier than that. So, the conversation she has with Philomena, she asks her about the potpourri she gave her in the tea. And Philomena asks, "Why are you so concerned about me? Why did you do those things and help me?" Chisei kind of suggests that she was attracted to her. She doesn't know. But she says to her, if this is bothering you, I'll stop. And she says no, as long as it's between me and you. Then she like does that puff smoke thing and disappears. So now I'm pretty sure Philomene is the one who sent that centaur after them. But let's give her the benefit of the doubt. At least for now. Now that happens. Isaac and Reen asks her what's the story with Lucy. And we go from there. Later on, there's another scene. We find out that Chisei went to see Cataphos, who's in a well? And it's hinted at the thing that came out of her hand. That's the dragon. But he then illustrates that it was from inside her. And he's like a cackle laugh. Now you would never be the same, you know. Whatever. Elias also was upset that she didn't go for that. Besides that, the other thing that happens in the episode, real important stuff here. First, the principal has a meeting with the staff, the professors, including Elias. A book, a magic book, has been destroyed. Or, more importantly, it was a fake, and the real one was stolen. Now, I forgot the name of the book. It's Testament of something. Elias knows this book. He explains in details what's in it. Oh, nothing much. Just how to become immortal, how to bring back the dead, how to absorb a person's magic energy. Of course, he says, if you read this book, you'll be changed forever and you'll have to give up something. Are we in the Full Metal Alchemist now? Is that what this show doing? Please, listen. Magic brain. Magus, ancient Magus brain. Can we not do equivalent exchange? Like, I know a Philosopher's Stone is... It involves Full Alchemist, but it's also involvement in other shows. But this whole book thing and what it was saying, I was just thinking, okay, this is getting, you know. But regardless, he explains to the other professors what the story is. Now, after this meeting, the principal just tells them to be vigilant and keep an eye out. He bumps into the other professors, this centaur guy and these other people. I think his name is Simon. Anyway, he tells him what the tragedy of the Websters is. Basically, Lucy's family created books using the silk from spiderwebs. Hence why in the tragedy... Until one day there was a tragedy, someone stole their spiders and killed the family. Now this is under the whole other trope where, you know, Lucy's the last survivor, so she feels guilty, and, you know, it's all those sad sack kind of things going on here. But that's basically the Webster tragedy. So basically, someone killed everyone and stole the spiders. They don't know who, but it references that one of their family members wanted to take over, but he couldn't control his magic. I don't know if it's a brother or not. But that was basically what was told to Elias. After that, we got a touching scene with Lucy and her brother, and she calls him a dumbass, I think, because she sees a present for her. Then we look outside. Well, there is one other scene. The guy who was talking to Elias, all of a sudden, someone opens a book. This flaming sphere shows up out of nowhere, and that's it. Then after that, the guy who drove Seth to the school, he's outside. He's out of his car trying to get a smoke or something. He gets attacked by some, I don't know what it is. It's this big freaking dude. He looks like a deer with a mask on and claws. What is going on? But he's killed. And then, he says something to his compatriot here, and that's the episode. I already had an inkling from the trailer. When they announced season 2, I had an inkling from the trailer that what was going to happen was a school was going to get attacked. Now, surprise, surprise, that's what it looks like it's going to happen. This was a very heavy episode concerning Lucy and the Webster tragedy and all that stuff. Very heavy. The Philomena thing was just like a one-off. I don't think we're going to get too much into her. And the thing is, this is episode 9, so I got to figure, gonna happen soon. They attack the school and whatnot. So it should be interesting. But next week, it seems like they are going to focus more on Lucy and Chisei and what this all really means. But from what I'm understanding, yeah, it's going to get real crazy. Because as far as I know, it's 12 episodes and there's 3 more. So buckle your seats. But it should be interesting to see how they neat this up tightly, I think this definitely has something to do with Lucy. How it involves Philomena and everybody else. Who knows? But I thought it was a good episode. I thought it was very heavy, though. Very heavy on dark themes here. Of this tragedy that happened. And, what's kind of weird is that Chisei was able to see it actually happened. And what actually happened. And she was literally there in Lucy's memories. And saw it all transpire. But I thought it was a good episode. Not too crazy. Not as crazy as last week. I would say 9 out of 10 for this one, but it was pretty disturbing of what happened and what occurred and everything in between. But, like I said, it seems like next week we're going full in on Lucy of what happened. Once again, the animation is just kicking some serious ass. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So it's kind of funny. Again, we're going to get an attack on the school. That's going to be the climax. That's what it seems like it's going to happen. Based upon those 2 dudes. I don't know who they're working for, but, we'll see. This is Bankai Night. I'll see you guys later. Do not fret, though. I'm doing some overtime this weekend for work. But I will get to Hell's Paradise. And I'll see you guys later.